Welcome to the second part of my parents' visit in Copenhagen, which features a short getaway to Aarhus. More of a slow-paced vlog. We spent such a wholesome last couple of days all together and made a lot of sweet memories. My parents wanted to explore Denmark a bit, so we trained west to Aarhus for 4 days. We settled into our B&B the first night, and I got an early night, as I was still recovering from a nasty cold at this point.
We're doing great. Kind of not the cutest, but did what we could. We are off to a market this morning. Let's go.
In the morning, we stopped by a farmer's market where we picked up all the elements we needed for our dinner. We got lettuce for the salad, then cherry tomatoes because no salad is complete without them. The fact that some people don't like tomatoes truly blows my mind. Like, I could eat a bucket of cherry tomatoes anytime, anyplace. Like heirloom tomatoes, insanity. We stopped by the fish market where we got the most amazing rillette and smoked cooked salmon. We got some cheese because my parents love cheese. That gene got lost in the mix because you cannot pay me to eat stinky cheese, much less to pretend to enjoy it. We got fresh sourdough because Danish bakers do it like no other. We lastly got some fresh eggs for breakfast the next day.
About if you go the other way, it was just like
we walked through the port all the way to Jumbo for lunch. This bakery is a hidden gem. Few pastries and a lovely Danish breakfast plate later, we continued our exploratory walk around the city center. Mama and I did some shopping. Pit stopping in a few thrift stores around the Latin Quarter and peeking into the Woodwood outlet. Salmon, rillette. Ow. Wrapped with fish. Smoked salmon. From the market this morning.
and very tasty. No, but the skin might be good.
No, eatable. The legend.
Hein? Quoi?
We shared a nice dinner made up of our farmers market's pickings in our B&B's courtyard. So quaint and peaceful. I actually learned in my architecture class this semester that many Danish homes are built with these communal courtyards where neighbors share a garden and a common space. So we met the neighbors chilling here, and I met a puppy. We became their people watching objects for a few days, a role I am happy to undertake. It's the least I could do, given I indulge in that practice so much. Give and you shall receive.
That's great.
The next day, we did a full tour of Aarhus, the contemporary museum where we saw lots of cool stuff. We actually explored every single level, and I think there were like 7, so it was a long morning, but a very enjoyable one. We went to Aarhus Street Food, which is a food hall with a bunch of different booths and different cuisines. Mom and I got this Nepali food that was really good. Our last day, we took a day trip to Hyllested, but first we stopped at La Cabra for breakfast, where I got this whipped ricotta toast that was amazing. Hyllested was gorgeous. I felt like I was on the set of a coming-of-age movie, and like at any moment I could run into a production crew directing an actor to like run through the fields. I swear, someone needs to make a movie here or I will.
No.
We enjoyed the most beautiful walk by the water. This was very peaceful, and I think we all appreciated being so far from the city and far from other humans. It was very quiet. Exchange was my first time being away from my parents for this long, and it's in many ways made me appreciate them so much more and recognize all they have done and continue to do for me. It was a sweet reunion to have them here with me in May after lots of turmoil and tough times, lots of growth and introspection. I was happy to share how far I'd come with them and show them, you know, that I can do well for myself solo and that I can be okay on my own. But also, I'm sure it felt good for them to take care of me for a bit, and trust me, I let them. It was nice to be a grown-up baby for 2 weeks.
Those are spider webs. It feels so nice to be out in nature. This is my first time on a hike in Denmark, and it's magical. Just arriving here was magical. The wind is just wonderful, and after my little sickness, it's much needed. They told me when I got here, first thing, Danish summers are the best, and now I understand why. Do you hear those birds? Magic. We made it to another beach town. Walking on the beach, gonna read my book.
We enjoyed our last courtyard dinner before heading back to Copenhagen the following morning.
Good evening. Final night with the parents. I'm sad. Also, this apartment is my dream apartment and I don't want to leave it. But we are going to Mangia. Apparently the pasta there is insane, so I'm really looking forward to it. A nice celebratory dinner before they leave. But I see them again soon, in like 2.5 months. I'm really excited because the end of this trip with my parents marks also the end of my school exchange. My essays are due this week, so as soon as they leave, I'm just gonna perfect my essays and just get that over and done with. And then I'm celebrating the end of school with a trip to Spain. And then after that, it's just summer in Copenhagen. Oh, it's my best part in the back. So I'm really looking forward to that. Having no obligations other than my creative projects. It's gonna be really fun. In the meantime, these are my final exchange student during school days. That made no sense. Or my mom's old ring, the set from Imperial. The color is insane. We're going to bike to the restaurant too. I got my bike finally, so I've been biking everywhere and I love it so much. It's so much fun. Copenhagen is gorgeous right now. I have this very intense sentiment of it being like this new chapter, beginning of a new chapter, like the beginning of summer, end of school, my parents leaving, just like all these things. I feel an intense journal sesh coming on. Tomorrow we're gonna do a deep reflection, set some new goals, set some new vibes for June and the summer and all that. It's gonna be fun. Okay, let's go.
Our last night, we went to Mangia for dinner. The ambiance, the minimalistic and sophisticated decor, the light buzz of conversation permeating the room, our trained cook neighbors conversing about the food, all made for an exquisite experience. From the drinks, to the amazing tataki dish, to the ravioli, down to the tiramisu, this meal was a perfect going away present for my parents.
Good evening. Oh my god, I look hunchback. Low-key, I'm wearing my new La Femme Amsterdam jacket. As you probably have noticed by now, they are my favorite. I'm about to bike over to Sal's hotel. I haven't seen her since New York. I have been very lucky in the past few months in the people that I've met, and I'm just really excited to see her. We're gonna go get drinks, I think in Nürburgring? Fuck, I don't even know. I'm trying my best. I'm wearing these pants that are really not flattering from the front, but they're so cool. Let's go. This is the fit. Boop. Going to Hija de Sanchez, I think. We're gonna go pick it up at the glass market and then go eat in the park.
Like talking about like here. Like
during the next few days I had in Copenhagen before going to Spain, I enjoyed a few dates, went to Bottega Barley twice, of course, and just took it easy.
I feel like it's last summer because last summer we tried so many things.
Oh my god, yeah. Let's see if this is worth the wait.
Definitely a little bit burnt.
Yeah.
Cheers. The honey is so good.
Definitely burnt.
I think you can understand me. I love the babies here. Okay, everybody. It's kind of really... Oh. Nate, this is like really fish.
See you next time in Mallorca and Barcelona. Thanks for watching.